And I suspect you're coming back up to the main promenade with, like, the dealer in tow.
With who in tow?
The dealer.
Drug dealer.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
the
the
dealer.
York's noble female, yes.
Yes.
Who runs this podcast, Ash? Who?
Huh? Oh, the news guy? Oh, for the Tenebris Guard thing. It's basically a local news podcast. It seems like the guy who interviewed you, he's the one running it.
Oh, okay, so this is like directly from my gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh god, the interview he did like forever ago?
Ash, you can't just scribble out Black Ops mercenaries and just put in terrorist organization in red. That's very unprofessional.
Information basically being fed to you guys. And Aiden, you can come onto the scene now as you see some of your people. There's one of the fluffy elf girls from your planet walking next to them, and a giant bear.
What the fuck?
It seems like one of the uplifted bears.
What's with the circus freaks? What's going on?
The elf girl like tilts her head and looks at Aiden and is just like, Aiden, long time no see. Gosh, it's been like forever.
Do I know you?
You don't recognize me?
No, should I?
I would certainly think so. Yeah, we spent so much time together.
What did you say your name is?
The elf kind of like just tilts her head and like looks concerned. Like, is something wrong with him?
I don't know what's wrong with him. He doesn't recognize me.
Oh god.
What's wrong, Aiden? Where have you been?
Thiveron, what's going on?
There were illegal performance-enhancing drugs being distributed to our workers along the station. It's made its way into our on-station kill ball arena. Genocide.
Wait, we have a Nutcracker arena and nobody told me? I love that game.
Ball.
Regardless, the stewards have helped us resolve the issue. We've taken this one into custody. Apparently she's related to a noble house on Eox.
Okay, so what's with these guys? Where's Prava? Where's Bryn?
Oh.
I can't believe he doesn't recognize us.
Did you guys eat the chocolates?
We did. We were gonna undercover boss the people down playing Kill Ball, but then Thiveron got all. He didn't think it was okay.
He was like undercover boss. We could have been like, and there's a camera there, and a camera there, and a camera over there.
Is Ellie sneaking up on us?
So wait. You guys, while I was away on some stuff, decided that it's a good idea to bust a crime organization. That's cool and all, but you went and played Nutcracker and then you decided to shapeshift? What?
And we won!
I scored a touchdown.
Kuzon's probably holding up like the team, like the full medals, like, and ever money and stuff. Like, yeah.
I think Kuzon loaded all onto the mule, so he's just riding it with all the stuff on the back. He just taps it on the back of the mule.
You see, when Aiden sees the prizes and the medals, you see that he looks incredibly disheartened and hurt, but he doesn't say anything.
As you are riding that Kuzon, you do you do see like one of the stewards come up to you. It's like, by the way, I was wondering, would you be willing to give back the drugs you took from a case? I will give you one of the actual produced ones if you desire, as a reward.
All
We're
right.
gonna get drugs as a reward for stopping drug dealers. Hold on.
As you give up like the things that you were going to examine, you see this the alien woman pull out a small tube from her armor and goes, "Here you go. The combat drug is essentially the same but safer, much safer."
Oh, legal drugs. We like those.
Yes, they are completely legal. Do not worry. Anyway, enjoy your time. And you see her walking off with her partner towards their stewardship.
Aiden seems to be incredibly disheartened and sad, and he just nonchalantly plays with fluffy Prava with his fur.
It's okay. There's still Kill Ball being played on the station, so if you want to play Kill Ball, it's still happening,
Yeah,
just more legally.
You know, Cole's pretty excited for it too. Maybe you and him can form a team.
It's not the same. You guys don't get it. On my planet, that sport is very popular. We used to play it and have a professional team in school. I always tried to make the team, but I always got cut because I wasn't strong enough. The one time when I did the tryouts, somebody kicked me between the legs and exploded my left testicle. Sure, it grew back, but I was out for like a week. Like, everybody laughed at me. And then the next time I tried out, they kind of indented me into one of the nearby walls, and they had to scrape me out. And you guys went and won, and I'm a loser that can't even make it on the team.
If it makes you feel better, Aiden, we used magic and cheated.
Yeah, we definitely cheated.
It wasn't against the rules. There was nothing against being Solarian.
But I'm just imagining like a 6-year-old Aiden on the playground, like with a big adult Aiden head on a child's body, being the last one picked for like it says style like team sports. He's the last person in line that gets picked by the captain.
Not that I mind or anything, but you might want to stop playing with my ears.
Why?
She might get the wrong idea.
Who would get the wrong idea?
Turn around.
Oh.
By that point, she's basically standing right next to him.
Oh, hey Ellie. You're still here.
She's kind of looking
I
at you.
think she just got here. Hi, Ellie. Welcome to the station.
Who is that?
Oh, right. It's Prava. Just under shapeshifting magic right now.
And it is I, the bear. You must remember me.
Yes.
Yes, the other fluffy one.
Werb.
But yes, I only got on the station around about half a week ago.
You've been here for half a week?
Of course. Well, you were busy apparently looking for somebody for the first half.
Oh, and besides, I had to lay low after what we did with, you know, that science station after a while. People have been trying to contact me through legal channels like crazy. I've sick Murano on them to keep them at bay, but you know, they're persistent. And by that I mean I stuck her dealing with all the paparazzi. Man, she hates me right now.
Is that any different from usual?
Yeah, I think that's what he always did. In fact, even in school, he often put past his, well, more laborious physical work onto other people to do. Though he was quite the academic genius.
Yeah, I don't think it's right to say that, considering the way dragons grow up and humans grow up is vastly different.
So you're saying he was a nerd?
No!
Yes, I am.
I simply grew up like a normal human being with normal intellectual needs. It's just that dragons take a while, you know? They live longer, so they don't rush with their education. That's the only reason. I'm not a nerd.
But you have made waves since you did it. I mean, since you're so popular now in the Pact Worlds, some of the younger dragons have followed in your footsteps, and one, what I know, older dragon.
Wait, what do you mean by that? Who?
Well, you didn't hear? Your brother.
Oh,
He's now out of school.
Wait, he went back to school?
No, he's past it. He's already been passed for like, what, a year and a half now?
That son of a bitch!
Yeah, he skipped straight to the end test. Seems like he followed in your footsteps.
Oh, I'm gonna kill him.
This entire time. Brother, I'm a student. I don't need to do this.
Ooh, I'm gonna kill him.
I'm sure it's fine. It's not that bad. I mean, I don't know where he is now.
I'm going to get my phone and text him. I know what you did. I'm telling that.
You get another text back. I don't know what I did, but if you say anything, I will tell them that you and Ellie are engaged.
Touché.
But, speaking of that, during your adventures on your, well, own to go and find your boys, You have come across information. Rana has given you the data needed to find them, and it is in fact you're tracking your heavy weapons expert, or the former one at least. All those years ago, he was lost on the mission at this, that took place on this very planet that you're going to. Well, if you want to go to, you have other options.
Before that though, Thiveron, I thought we made the great formula up, what the fuck? Also, I still can't get over the fact that Kuzon, you decided to be the quarterback. How did you do that?
Look, growing up, I had to learn how to wrestle.
I always wanted to be the quarterback.
With the big guys, you just gotta get them behind the knees. Gotta get them in the bend of the knees, topple them easy.
Just be glad, Brian, that you're not saddled with new senses. It's really uncomfortable having hearing this good. I've been able to hear Aiden's heartbeat ever since Ellie walked over, and like, oof.
You get used to it.
Everyone, when he got sight for the first time from the when he transformed that time, it's like, yeah, I understand.
Turn the lights off.
What the fuck is this?
Stop listening to my heart, you freak.
And you're the one who got all like beady and sweaty just because your fiance walked over.
Lies.
You do see Ray's on there as well. It's like, by the way, the project is ready, but I suspect we're going to be using it at some other time.
Actually, I do have something that I'd like your help with.
He's like all excited, turning around.
I'd like to work on the Rivener Mark II.
Oh, your armor.
Yes.
You want my help?
I think that you could learn a thing or two about constructing deadly power armor.
He gets his weird, he's like tails wagging back and forth. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna get my tools.
Yeah, that was enough money for me to upgrade to the brawler frame. So the thing is Kuzon is size small, his power armor is size medium, and his new power armor is going to be size large.
And we should have to someday get like an extra large version and like some way to get like a tiny drone inside of you.
Yeah, so like a way of turning like making the Mark II, actually making the new power armor just kind of like a shell that interfaces with the previous power armor would be pretty cool. Like it wouldn't mechanically change anything except I guess it would make it so I can wear one power armor, equip another power armor, but
That being said, though, since your guys are probably going to take time building that over the next few days, is there anything anybody wants to do in the station before going to your next mission? And of course, eventually, sadly, the bear wears off, and so does the villain.
Darn. I was just starting to get used to that super hearing when it wore off, and now he feels like naked and alone in the universe.
Aiden, did you want to go on your adventure?
On a wacky zany adventure, I'm down.
The wackiest and zaniest of adventures. If that is the case, then it is time. But yeah, Ellie has joined you on your ship for the time being as a passenger. She has no idea about starships. There, where you're heading to, where the mission is taking place. Please roll me. Alright, so it's going to take about a week and a few days, so you got plenty of time in the drift to think about, things, arrange living conditions, who's the main one who's going to keep a blanket at night, that sort of thing. Oh, Thiveron, you do get a message from your sister, like basically asking you for an update about the situation with the drugs.
I let her know that we found presumably the culprit, and now the stewards are currently interrogating them.
Ah, nice. She seems extremely pleased by this fact. Due to, she had been looking for this artifact, but she is a little worried. Like, she messaged you back and mentioned, it's like, no mention about somebody in, like, surgical gear. Like, very plainly, like, almost like psychopathic surgical gear, many arms.
No.
Yeah, he may still be out there then.
Who is an Elibrian noble.
I may see about obtaining information about what they discover from this noble. Thank you, brother. She seems very pleased. Sends you a little smiley emoji.
Oh yeah, that reminds me, we were gonna have a hand-to-hand contest between Aiden and Kuzon. But I guess that can wait, it's not something urgent, so...
You could use it for the, downtime training thing if you wanted.
Ah.
Yeah, then it's actually mechanically benefit. Yeah, do some downtime training, have your sweet wrestling match.
Yeah.
I'll let you choose if you want to face off against the Rivener Mark 1 or the Rivener Mark 2.
Whichever's stronger, that's who I want to face against.
Yeah, it's the Mark 2.
I believe you have to roll off on what, again, I think it's athletics, because that's for training to do, if you guys want to do it.
Yeah,
Both gain the benefits, so it's just to see who wins.
Ooh, look at that.
Oh, damn, okay.
I'm gonna play it off. What? How? Oh my god!
This competition is just fire in the cargo bay. All you hear is like denting metal going back and forth. Aiden being thrown into cargo things, and Kuzon being also thrown into the same thing, almost in retaliation. But eventually, the fact that metal versus flesh, metal does not tire, and Aiden would eventually tire.
As Aiden starts getting tired,
slow.
I'm assuming the tele is actually watching, so Aiden's angry that he's losing.
And he's like, you're doing fine. You're facing a large machine. I think you're doing fine, dude.
I'm not going to lose!
So yeah, I believe this training allows you a free combat reroll, doesn't it? Let me check for the downtime.
Now that Aiden is back, Thiveron feels a little worried about him going on this mission to find his men. So, okay, there's his free reroll.
Yeah, he gets another free reroll. He's got a combat free reroll for unarmed combat, and now he has one for basically anything that may go wrong.
Dude, I feel like a kid in a candy shop. So many options.
Everyone always supports best dog. But yes, soon enough, after the 9 days, you arrive at Ragal. You can see around the planet just the sheer swarm of debris of old ships, of old stations, of even ground bases that have been left above the planet. The planet itself is covered in rust and dark patches of stone here and there. There are some deserty areas where the actual inhabitants live, but the rest of it is almost just like a natural forge for getting rid of metal and the like. You even see the natural forges along the crust of the planet where the lava is melting the metal.
This is where your people are, Aiden?
Well, from the intel I got, it should be here.
This planet's just a giant kiln. Can anything survive down there?
Yeah, well, you haven't seen our demolitions expert. He's a tough bastard.
There are denizens that live within the corona of the sun.
Well, he's not that tough.
There's an area that is apparently designated that faces the sun, but apparently you're ending up just on the cusp of the desert area for where you're going. The location of your mission where you lost him.
Alright, I guess I'm taking us down. Everybody get all the gear you need, since this planet's pretty unstable.
The more sandy areas are stable, but as you go more towards the dark side of the planet, it's more or less kind of worrying for anything mechanical due to the clouds.
Okay, so I'm going to use one of my uses of my star metal, and I'm gonna reinforce the car. I'm just gonna double check, but I'm pretty sure I have one that can make vehicles more resistant to weather.
Yeah, you did. You used it last time, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, as you're basically fixing up the car, Aiden's going down through the planet. You see, as you go past one of the rust clouds, you see bits of paint on your ship start to peel off a little bit as you pass through it.
Oh boy.
But as you get closer and closer, the area is getting more dark due to the overcast area. But you do see that there's some sort of environmental dome keeping the rust away from this area. There does seem to be a few landing spots, though it's more like painted, rusted metal you can land on.
Should we get tetanus shots before going down here, or?
Should be fine probably, but I'd say we probably should keep our weapons in the car once Kuzon secures it, because something tells me our weapons will degrade very rapidly down here.
This guy.
Well, where you landed is a small village. Apparently you need information from here. You know of its existence is on this planet, but this is basically the closest colony where the information comes from. So asking around here could be a good start.
Excellent. Let's do that.
Well, let's hit the bar then.
For distress beacons, that usually.
That does not seem to be disrespectful.
So Aiden was here on this planet when he lost this guy, right? So wouldn't Aiden have a last known location?
Well, you have to remember that was many years ago. I'm pretty sure he's not at the same location anymore.
Fair.
In fact, where you are right now is the location of where you lost him, but apparently it's a colony now.
Right.
And Aiden would know about this fact because he freed the people that were originally being held here. And from your eyes, it looks like they may have made a small colony on this planet.
As soon as we land, you guys get your gear in order, make sure to secure it, and hop on the vehicle with Kuzon. I'm gonna go up ahead and hit one of the local watering holes and ask some questions.
Excellent. I was just about to ask if we had any contacts. It would make sense to make some.
Yep.
So, you're heading out of the ship then?
Yep, I'm gonna take Thiveron with me as, some backup.
What you see is essentially the village as depicted here. Apparently the reveal tool is not a reveal tool. Well, 20.
I don't know, it
God,
revealed
I wish I could
perfectly
use
the
Foundry.
black void of space.
There we go.
Ah, yes, there we go.
You see these round metal pods that make up almost houses, though they are lifted up from what appears to be an ocean at first, but it's more like oil. The kind of stuff that you use to lubricate joints and the like. And it seems like these pods are being lifted up and placed on these platforms as makeshift homes. In a distance, you can see the tower that's making the environmental dome. Bits of a ring world have been placed here. People are going back and forth. There are some machines going back and forth as well. There are androids here. There are also humans.
So I'm gonna assume that protective bubble above us is protecting them from the rust, or...
Yes, it seems like the rust clouds are just going around this area.
Is there any kind of indication of whether there might be a bar or, a local place for hanging out?
Not from the looks of it, at least from normal looking eyes, since, well, everything's metal. It kind of all blends together.
Can I use culture just to kind of glean from, passers-by where people might be talking about where public gatherings usually occur?
Yeah, use culture.
While Thiveron's taking a look around, I'm just gonna walk up to one of the locals and try to get their attention. Hey there, friend. I'm new around here. Mind if I ask for some directions?
You can see the SRO turns to you. He's missing an arm, but he goes, "Greetings, welcome to the town." He's like, how would you like me to help you today? I am always willing to help.
Well,
Aiden, you get a small flashback about this. You seem to remember the facility you broke into. This very, almost the same type of robot greeting you before. going, "Greetings, welcome," and you and your team running past them.
Yeah, we're new around here and we're kind of parched, right? So, do you have a bar or some place where we can get a couple of drinks?
A couple of drinks. There is a small eatery run by Mo, if that is your inclination. We do not have a bar per se. Making alcohol in such an environment is tough for local residents. They tend to make their own.
Can you give us directions to this place?
Of course.
Where do you guys source your food? I can't imagine there being a ton of arable farmland around here. Are you like an import culture?
We import what we can, and we do work with the metals. We scavenge from the world as we desire. There were many replicators, broken at first, but we were able to use them.
Oh, Repla food. Exciting. You can't taste love in Repla food, alright? It doesn't have the chef's touch.
True, it's not like
Oh,
the Adari, that's
yeah.
like fresh ingredients. But if you'd like to see, my home has a small garden. I do grow some things and sell them to the local residents.
Oh, how lovely.
Yes, the homes are very intricate. About 4 families share them.
Are they like the size as depicted in the picture? 4 families cramped into each of these things?
There are bigger ones he's
Okay.
directing you to, but those are like, what, 2 family ones.
Okay. And there clearly weren't these were these like cargo pods or like escape pods that got built into these houses?
They look like some sort of emergency escape pods, but they were clearly a part of something. Like, they're not traditional escape pods at all.
Big fancy decorative escape pods from kind of like super ship.
I see you are enjoying the homes of my people. Is there something you wish to know?
Oh, this is just a curious construction. It all looks like prefabricated in one piece. That kind of traditional building I normally see.
Ah, yes. This is because this used to be GCI building. Well, a part of a facility that is underground right now. It used to house all the virtual bodies of the people here. Well, some of them. Others have moved on. We chose to stay.
Virtual bodies? What?
Yes. You see, these used to be the connectors for the people who were trapped in the simulation. Aiden, you now remember the job that you did here. As it would spoil a few things if I just told you outright in the beginning. Essentially, your original mission here was essentially, apparently, this GCI group were kidnapping people, placing them into a virtual simulated reality, and selling that virtual world to people. Think of it like your own personalized world you could do anything in. And it wasn't just populated by NPCs, it was populated by either real people, digiconstructs, or SROs, essentially.
Pretty immoral shit.
Yeah, hence why you probably stopped it.
So you guys were kidnapping people to make them NPCs in some sort of like giant rich people MMO?
If you want to put it that way, essentially, yes. But this guy's like, of course, I was just a simple receptionist at the time, so please do not blame me. I have been repainted since then.
How nice. It's a very disarming paint job for sure. Definitely can't.
Yes, I even removed my weapon arm.
Oh, well, I mean, everyone has the right to defend themselves. Maybe you should have, kept a little something.
Maybe, but these past few years I have done so to earn the trust of the fellows here. The GCI did horrible things, but thankfully we were liberated. And these pods, at least they had a good sense of mind to build an escape for them. They were not total monsters. It's not like they wanted to kill their stock, I suppose. Oh, that is right. My name is Ifo.
Ifo?
Yes. And he shows like a small hologram. And you can see that part of the scraped GCI logo on him has I scraped out and FO.
It is good to meet you, Ifo.
It is good to meet you. May I ask your names?
My name is Thiveron.
It is good to meet you.
I am Bryn.
Hello,
Hello.
Brian.
I'm Prava.
Hello, Prava.
Hey, I'm Kuzon.
Hello, big robot.
And I'm Chuck.
Anyway, Ifo, what is it that you do here?
I am a simple resident. As I said, I have tried to make amends as much as I can. Otherwise, I live in this family home. I do not take up much space, so I suppose I would be referred family.
So, your profession is resident.
Correct. Though I suppose I am the one who holds administrative duties. He
He's
looks at the
also a
current
gardener.
situation. That too. I enjoy gardening, even if it is difficult with one arm.
Kuzon, can you do something about his arm? Do you have any quick solutions to?
Yeah,
Slap a
I mean,
gun on there.
if you ever if you're need an arm or something, I could help you out with that.
Well, if you ever find one, I would enjoy having it. Though I suppose one without a weapon would do.
Is there any piece of technology here that's ever wronged you?
Oh god.
Well, my calculator has been adding up.
Prava's gonna quickly write down this guy's address so when we leave we can mail him an arm in the future.
So yes, you talk to him. Are you gonna go towards the watering hole, quote
Yep.
unquote?
Definitely.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Time to hit up the bar.
I won't bring in I won't be wearing the brawler frame when we go in here because that probably is a little bit intimidating.
Mm-hmm.
So Kuzan will just go in as himself.
Yeah,
Alright
if anybody
then.
else
I'll have
asks,
it parked outside.
if anybody else asks, Aiden keeps introducing himself as Chuck around here.
As you are going through, Chuck, yeah. So as you're going through the way, there's a hole inside of this liner that you go through. You see some little orb robots skittering about, jumping off of barrels. And up ahead, you see a place called Old Rusty's.
Thought we were going to MOs.
Well, that's who owns it. It's like the local bar sort of thing. You don't really call it by its name. It's just oh, that's the owner. That's it. That's the place. It's Mo's.
It's gonna be so anticlimactic if MO is somebody I know.
It's oh, Aiden. Oh, well, that's the end of the mission. Goodbye.
Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna hit up the bar.
You can see one person in a cloak leaving the bar, giving a nod, going off, leaving the stools empty, and you see what's it? Trox. That's it. This rather large Trox turn around. It's basically this massive bug man, huge bulking, not Shirin. They are basically built like tanks. You see him turn around. He's got an apron on. He's welcome. He's is this your arms cleaning the glass?
Hi, you must be MO. We heard about you.
Yes, that's me. What do you need?
We're new in town. We were hoping to get a few drinks and maybe you can tell us a little bit around, the locals. Any interesting things going on around here?
I suppose. He scratches his shedding chitin. He's well, we're all, most of us at least, some crazy people did end up joining us, but crazy corporation thought they could hide their operations here.
Yeah, I heard there was a big bust and they got put out of business. Can you tell us what happened after that?
Wait, why are you asking? You're not after them, are you?
Oh, no, nothing of the sort. My friend here is actually a priest of Talbot and he's interested in stories, so we thought we'd indulge him,
Roll me deception.
Can I roll to aid as I walk and say, yes,
Yes.
it's my duty to collect stories from around the galaxy.
I would say for that you can either use bluff or your profession to help, due to, you actually being that profession.
Oh, I automatically pass helping on profession storytelling.
24. He's alright, I suppose. Anyway, I'll tell you what I know. After the incident, we were all very confused. There was this guy, their leader. It had a tentacles for a beard. I didn't know what like race he was. I helped him and his team while they were down in the facility. Him and their other big guy was the ones who stood out to me most. No offense, but little people tend to go under my notice.
Fair enough.
Huh?
I look towards Kuzon when he says that. When he starts
She's
talking about
Spanish.
the team, I'm gonna like try to pass in there. Like it wouldn't happen to be this and that, and I'm gonna slowly give him the description of the person we're looking for.
Ah, that was the other big guy. Colorful, skin. Yeah, has a few stripes on him. Square jaw. Bold.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes.
Hot.
Malaxian, I remember.
So,
Yeah.
any idea about what happened to these guys after they busted up the joint?
Well, at first, I heard they'd lost Valaxian, but the others, someone went in their ship, didn't really talk to them. There was this one kid that was quite upset. I think they all tried to console him over it. I think they lost somebody down there. Either Valaxian or someone else, since I didn't see them. I have heard, however, apparently somebody fitting the Valaxian's description has been heard in the desert.
Oh, and why would that be the case? Wouldn't that be pretty dangerous? I mean, you need all this protection just to survive in this city. Would anybody really be in the desert? I think that's outside your
Well-
protection, isn't it?
Well, the sun does stop most of the rust from getting too far in. It does mix with the sand a bit, so it's not really perfect. Hence why we live on, like, the center, bit by bit. Enough for plants to grow, but not enough to get too deep into the volcanic area of the planet. But you could live there. I heard that he may be round the old facility. It's a sort of an area that connects the old facility down below out there.
That sounds really interesting. Thanks a lot for the info.
No problem. You can see him like pick up what essentially is like an alien-esque coconut. He bites into it with his mandibles, opens it up, and then pulls a drink for himself out of it.
Alright, I'm gonna assume that Aiden ordered some of the local specially made cuisine for everybody so we can have a quick bite to eat, and after that Aiden's getting ready to set out.
You see him put on a table fries and burgers.
Perfect.
He's a very straightforward guy.
Hell yeah.
One last thing about this desert in case we, end up there. Can you tell us if it's dangerous? Is there something we should be on the lookout for?
Well, bandits, of course.
Ah,
Those bastards want to get over good tech. Thankfully, we got some turrets around here, so they can't really enter without removing their guns. Enjoy your burger and fries.
thanks. How much do I owe him?
He just asked for about 1, 2, 3. He asked for about like 20 credits.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna pay him. Okay, well, looks like we got our destination. I'm gonna go, while we're eating, I'm gonna go through my data pad and see in my old logs if I can find specific coordinates for where my team infiltrated and where that base is in the desert. I'm assuming that we probably keep records of stuff like that.
If you go through the records, I would say roll me a computers.
Okay,
Anybody with computers can help him, by the way.
40.
Hell.
He probably doesn't think about it. He's too distracted by these guys' mandibles. So thick, so strong.
Ooh, nice.
If you want, I can get his phone number for you or something.
I'm just admiring here. I already have people in mind.
With 32, you realize that you did enter from around this area down into the facility through a hole you bored with your ship. But the facility out there, you do have some slight information because this was a possible entry point. That facility out there, a small, it used to be an old mining base, but was made into like an escape thing. You did set up there to basically take down anybody who may try to escape your wrath, essentially.
Gotcha.
So you do know where it is.
Before anything else, before we set out, I'm gonna run some stuff by Kuzon. So, Kuzon, I'm assuming you've run some tests on the area. Should we be worried about our weapons? Are they gonna get, you know, damaged if we use them out here?
If you during like a sandstorm, it probably may cause misfires, but it's more of a long-term effects of rust. So you guys would probably have to make sure that you clean all your gear once you get out of this place.
No.
So just say like a little bit of tender love and care. Once we get off planet, they should be fine. You just don't want to let any settle in the creases of your weapon.
All right then. Well, if you guys are ready, let's get out before the trail goes cold. We should check the area around the destroyed base.
Are there rust monsters in Starfinder?
I mean, there are those little
There are.
bug things that eat ships, so...
Oh yeah, there's those
offensive.
things too.
Skidder. They're very prevalent throughout the galaxy. In fact, as you're probably about to go outside of a barrier, you probably see a few.
Bad memories of those boys.
Yeah, it seems like the Talons kept clear of them. After all, their homes are made out of metal. How are you gonna fit your large armor?
Get one of those big boat trailers for your power armor.
How much would that cost, or do we know how much that cost?
For that sort of add-on, I would say around about 200 credits.
I'll just give them 200 credits. This is mission equipment. Here you go, 200 credits, no questions asked. Let's get it.
It may be exposed to the elements, but otherwise probably just needs a good clean. It is essentially a tired version. Well, it's not a tired version. Since you go into sand, it's more of a ski version. It does come with tires.
So it does restrict us to the ground unless we dump the trailer,
Yeah.
though. Okay.
If you're heading out into the desert,
I mean, yeah. I don't like the desert, but at least we're in a car this time.
and yet you choose to rebuild Akitan. After a bit of driving, I will need both of you to make me piloting checks. Kuzon, you do see as you're going through, you went through a small area of concentrated rust, basically skimming the bottom of your car, dealing about 4 damage to the vehicle. Seems like it spreads like a disease. You may have to watch out for those.
Oh, I should mention that the police cruiser, the model I'm using for it, gives me a +2 to piloting checks. I just double checked.
Oh, then yes, you actually avoided it. Soon enough, you do get some ways out from the base, but you see some activity going on. You do hear an explosion from there, however. Seems like smoke's rising from like the center of the facility, like shh.
From the barbecue, right?
Yeah,
Alright,
well,
guys,
barbecue.
Weapons out. Let's be ready for whatever this is.
Alright, here we go.
Aiden, did you bring your rifle with you?
Yep, I'm on the bike, already on it. I'm gonna circle the area a little bit and ride off to a higher location so I can take a look with my sniper rifle what's going on.
Alright, I'll just bring everybody over so you don't have to describe it. This is the current situation. You see that these guys here are basically shouting towards the door.
Mhm.
You can hear, it's like, they seem to be shouting something. You can't exactly hear them, but you do see a body smoking here that looks like it exploded. And if you want to see, roll me perception.
Okay.
Right, first things first, you do notice what these guys look like. Shift. This guy, this is basically what the scavengers look like.
Gotcha.
These things here,
Now what's the scary
Look.
thing below it?
this.
Oh boy.
However, with that roll, you also notice something else.
Oh. Oh, somebody's up in the cliffs.
Somebody was hiding in the cliffs. You see shimmer of their, like, cloaking. Just...
Right, I'm gonna quickly relay what I see to the rest of the guys and point out there seems to be one guy up above. He might be a sniper. He's been keeping quiet, but I managed to spot him. I'll handle him. The guys with the barrels and the gas, I'd say if you've got something to light that shit up, I'm assuming they're gonna go up like firecrackers. See if you can deal with those guys.
There you go.
Just stay away from the guys with the barrels. We don't know if they're crazy or not. They might try to suicide at you or something. That'd be pretty crazy.
Awesome.
At any rate, after I'm done observing the area, I'm gonna quickly put the bike into gear and I'm gonna try to circle, stay out of this guy's range, and so he can't spot me, and try to approach him.
I'm gonna have
From
to
the
roll
back.
me stealth, and I suppose everybody else is gonna come on the map. So place yourselves around here. This is where your deployment zone is.
I mean, me and Thiveron, our plan's diplomacy, right? We don't know the situation is yet. I'm just gonna kind of wave to this guy over here and just be like, hello, are we interrupting something here?
Yeah, you're interrupting a little salvage operation.
Oh, I see, salvage. That's good, honest work. So this place is abandoned then, is it?
Just some old guy living in there. Shot a few of our boys when we tried to get in. Decided to come out and teach him a lesson.
Oh. Well, that's a little different from salvage, don't you see? This is an occupied structure. This is more home invasion.
He doesn't own this place.
Ever heard of the Perseverance?
God, are we famous enough to do that now?
I won't add the modifier, I just see how much roll. You see him like, the Perseverance, and then the other guy goes, those guys were ones that, blew up that place on Verces. Really? Alright,
Oh,
so it
good.
seems like some of us have heard you.
So you are familiar. So I think you
Maybe.
know what happens next here, right?
Yeah, you walk away since we're the ones who are wronged, right?
You can claim as much ownership as he can of this place. I think you're all equal in that.
Maybe, but you didn't have to shoot our boys. You understand a bit of frontier law. By the way, at this point, as they're talking, Aiden, you're around about, 20 feet away before this guy notices you?
Wait, he noticed me with the 41?
No, it's not all the way through. It's just like you don't get right up to him. It seems like he has something that detected you.
Oh shit. In that case, I'm gonna immediately rush to him. Usually snipers set up traps so nobody can jump them from the back, but this is no time to be cautious. I'm just gonna bum rush him and try to tackle him down, make sure he doesn't contact anybody in case he has comms.
As they're talking, I'm gonna Kuzon from inside the armor. You're just gonna see a shimmer as I turn on all of my energy or all of my shield systems.
You can see that this guy is like, he's actually not raising his gun. You can see him like more or less looking back towards him, and he's like, I'm not in this situation anymore.
I'm here to take the side of whoever's right. If you guys are truly in the right here, you have nothing to fear from me and my friends.
Let's see. Could you roll me? Are you trying to be intimidating or?
No, I'm trying to
diplomacy?
be diplomatic. I'm trying to say, like, look, like, yeah. I'm here to help whoever's in the right. If you're in the right, let's work together. And if you're not in the right,
Will you give me a roll to aid?
Sure. Aiden, if you want, you can roll an attack if you're running up to him.
Yep, I wanna tackle him and subdue him. I think I'm going to use what I'd like to call the Kuzon reroll. I think I want to use...
No,
You
one
can't-
per
you
roll.
can't- You can't reroll more than once.
Damn it! Holy shit, okay, well, that's bad.
As you run up to him, you like grab onto his gun, but he forces your hand away as you try to dig your clawed hands into his armor. He knocks it away, and as he does, you can see the invisibility shimmer away from his body. And what you see is this.
Gotcha.
He's in very high-tech armor compared to the people down below. And he is going to attempt to activate something on his arm. As he's doing that, Prava, you see to have pretty much convinced one of them that if you're talking this much, One of them is just gonna stay the hell out of this fight. He's just going like over here.
Don't want to fuck with these guys. I've heard the stories.
He's even put his gun down here. He's like, fucking over. I'm in this corner.
These guys will commit war crimes to do what they want.
Yeah, I've seen the videos. I ain't going near these guys. This guy, however, is less than impressed. Sure, you do convince him, but you have a feeling that he knows that he's in the wrong. You know what? Fuck it. Take him down. And you hear this guy appear, and you see him pulling up a rocket launcher. You can hear him under his mask. It's like a human working with this trash. Another disappointment. He's gonna take a guarded step over here.
What's that? I don't think I
He's
could
gonna-
hear you right. Aren't you a bit too hot in that armor? Let's take it off.
I don't think so.
By the way, he provokes an attack of opportunity if he moves.
Nice, take the guarded step.
Ah, fucker. He knows the
And you can
rules.
see, and you can see him like activate something on his bracelet. Don't worry, I'll bring back a sizable force. And he activates his thing, and you just see him almost a dimensional door open up and envelop him. Just.
Are you fucking kidding me? Guys, heads up, the sniper's gone. He said
What a
something
champ.
anonymous about bringing reinforcements.
It's almost like this is just a little taste of combat before the real shit happens.
Oh, I got that.
Sorry guys, I failed to capture the last boss.
Don't worry, it probably won't all happen at once. It's just all the fun stuff comes later. This is just for you to test out all your cool new shit. Kuzon, do what you desire.
This thing has a 10-foot explosive range, but nobody is within 10 feet
Of each other?
of each other.
These
yeah.
two are.
Oh, hot. Okay. I was just taking a look, so I reconfigured the Star Heart so it has like 25 less range, but it deals an extra dice of damage. That's what my recalibrated in your drink can do. So it's 75 range instead
So
of
you
100.
turned it into a siege mortar then.
Yeah. And I'm gonna fire into these two.
Yeah, Sunshine, you definitely hit this guy. 15. Oh, that's a really low roll on that damage.
Yeah, 3
That is
ones.
horrible. Fuck me.
It's still not bad though for an AoE.
Oh, definitely. This guy did only get half, I believe. Yeah. 1 second. Yeah, okay, I've checked it. Right. So yeah, you definitely hit this guy full on. He doesn't have much AC.
And I'm gonna use all my movement. Oh, I think it's like right here. I don't know how to. I'm not used to being large. How I should do that. But I'm moving.
How do I walk?
But I'm not sure how to pick which square I'm occupying when I'm large.
You don't. You occupy 4 squares. It's like if you go from one square to another, like that. That would essentially be 30 feet. So if you go from the bottom square over here, you see what I mean? Like if you're standing here.
Yeah, but I'm gonna put myself in front of Prava and Thiveron
All right.
and yeah, I'll just stand here and draw attention.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and throw my spear at him.
Oh,
I've got venomous weapon on, but something tells me these guys aren't affected by poison.
they do look very ghoul-like.
Mm-hmm.
Their AC is quite low, but that sadly was a low roll. I apologize. I'm sorry. Who's this? Oh. Nice. Okay. Let's see if this guy can hit you, Kuzon. So, as he fires, you see the rocket bypass just by you and explode on contact with the wall. Just... He's going to use his move to reload. Aiden.
I'm gonna do the thing where I just turn and then I let the mask of the robot open up and just a red just like
So, ching.
Right, I'm going to take out my sniper rifle and get in position. I'm going to aim for this boy on the other side of the battlefield and take attack with a stunning shot. Nope, not take attack. Wow, I shouldn't have wasted my critical success fighting Kuzon. Oh boy.
Still tired.
So tired.
Okay, that's better. So
Oh, that
22
hits.
damage to this guy over here.
Oh, beautiful. You see that round, like as he's loading up for rocket launch, he brings it back up and that round goes straight through his shoulder. Like, and you can see him, like he's pretty hurt. Like, ugh. Oh wow, everybody's rolling low on their damage today. So weird. Oh, plus 16. Thiveron, Kuzon, Prava.
The hits.
Wow, that's low.
That's the attack roll.
Yeah.
21 does. Is that K? Well, actually, it doesn't hit KAC or EAC.
Yeah, Casey it is, sorry.
It's a miss.
It hits me.
And that is 15 damage. As you can see him pull out what seems like an LMG, just... Kuzon tries to protect Thiveron as much, but bullets... Cover.
Right. I'm torn here. This guy has a rocket and he's real low. But these guys have a barrel on their back. And I think if I target that with fire damage, they can go good. I'm gonna go with my video game instincts and throw fire damage at the barrels.
Hey.
Ooh.
Nice.
With the 11 from before, you can just see him just get killed. He drops to the ground as it's on fire, and boom! You can see a 10-foot radius explosion happen. Oh, that one is dead, so he's off the radar now. This one, however, is not. He's running this way in case you want to attack him.
Dang, I probably missed.
No, you hit him. If you want to hit him,
Oh, I'll hit him.
roll me an agility check.
Does he
Agility?
like body block for Thiveron? Is Thiveron safe because he's behind?
Yeah,
He's outside of the 10-foot explosion radius.
I'll say flavor-wise, it's Kuzon.
you, Pat.
Kuzon, like,
Diagonal.
throwing a fist and, like, trying to get in front.
Tim was like, thank you. Reflex, sorry. I was like, agility? Agility.
Oh, shit.
That's only 12 damage because you made the reflex. So you basically body blocked Thiveron as well as you watch this thing and cause it to explode. The mecha's giant frame blocking the explosion.
Yeah, and you can see it, my energy shield that I get from my engineering feature just shimmer as he doesn't manage to break it.
Thiveron.
If you can hit rocket guy, it might be a good idea to take him out of the picture.
Is that this guy that I'm going toward?
The guy up on the cliff up here is a rocket launcher. He's reloading it right now.
How far up is he?
He is around about, I would say, 1 to 15 feet off the ground.
Okay, he's more than 2 range increments for my throwing weapon, so I can't throw. But I can magic.
I can magic them to death.
DC 20 save or take 36 damage, good sir.
Jesus.
Have you
It's
seen
been a while.
That wasn't even my strongest one.
He is not looking good. He's basically almost dead. Mind you, oh, hang on a minute. Is he almost dead? Or is he dead? I gotta check. 1 second. Yep. He's basically almost dead. Right. This guy's gonna attempt to do it again. This time he's not moving and he's taking aim. Oh, that's -2. It's 36.
Yeah, no, 36 beats me.
Alright then.
It's a good thing I went whole hog on the bonuses to my energy shield trick.
33 damage.
Okay. So you guys see the like energy shield around my body like hold for a second and then break, and I'll take 18 in the difference.
This guy just hops over a wall and he's gone. He's like, fuck this shit. I'm out.
Bye bye.
77 subtract 15 is 62.
Aiden.
Aiden
is
takes
truly
out the heavy 50 cal bullet out and quickly swaps in a new round. I'm gonna take aim and fire at this guy again. Trick attack again. I am going to use that to flat-foot him so he's easier to hit. And boom. Is that enough to hit him?
Which one are you aiming at? The rocket guy?
The rocket guy over here.
It is.
That case,
From your position, his cover does not count since you're higher than him.
in that case, I aim carefully and headshot him. Bam! With the 50 cal bullet.
And you see him like as he's like reloading, he just slam. His head's basically gone as he falls back and the rocket fires up. Is there anything else you want to do?
That's it. I had to reload as a move action, and my action was to hit him. So
All right. This guy, he has to reload or stay where he is. Run, run, run. Run, 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 run.
He's like, oh, I should have listened.
Yes, I should have listened. Let me see. Yeah, he's gonna basically drop his rifle here. He's going to attempt to shoot at. He can only shoot at Thiveron.
He can fire outside of his first range increment. It's just at a -2.
Oh, I know, but.
Oh, you mean Thiveron is the best target?
Yes. As a DM, it's like, oh, yes, you are the best target. You and Prava.
That hits.
Only deals 8 damage. He's firing his like little auto pistol at you, so it's not really too effective. He's like, pop, pop, fuck you, boom, 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 as it slams into your armor.
I'm gonna come up to here. Have some ice damage.
Ice down. Oh, what's the point in a +4 when you just go over 30? That's well over his armor class +4. Ow, Kuzon.
I'm going to, as a bonus action, target him with my exocortex, or as a move action, pardon. And I'm gonna pull up the Starheart.
Ah, yes, the weapon that does. Oh, and he's 75 feet. The fuck. It fires straight onto him. Yeah, his +4 that probably wouldn't hit him if he had +4, but yeah, it doesn't matter about it. As you hit him for 25 plus, yep, that is over 50, and he also just gets annihilated. Just
I have
Well
to
done.
question the logic of wanting to fight a giant mech.
well done. You have achieved wiping out this small patrol of scavengers.
Honestly, I'd probably be more anxious about whatever's next if you gave us a level up off that.
No.
So heads up, guys, the guy up here that was overlooking the area, he teleported away. He used some kind of mumbo jumbo magic. He's gone, but he did say he's coming back with reinforcements.
Let's move quickly then.
Right, I'm gonna put my sniper rifle away, head back to the bike in alley, and we're gonna circle so we can ride inside this place.
Oh,
Yeah, you didn't ask her to come fight with you, so she's like sitting at the bike, like watching the vehicles. She's like checking her nails.
Yep.
I'm gonna remotely command the car to kind of pull in while we kind of move in towards where this guy's barricaded.
Mhm.
and I'm gonna try to send just a. I'm gonna send him like a message beam towards where they said this guy was hiding, just like a like from the car, just like non-hostility.
Wait, how did I place Kuzon again? That was weird.
Kuzon's everyone.
I am Kuzon.
I am Kuzon. I am Kuzon.
But yeah, your vehicles park like out here.
I'm gonna give him a sturdy knock.
Is there
I've
like a
already
ledge?
told you to get out of here, huh?
I was wondering if there's like a drop here, if this is like high up.
That's like what, 5 feet drop.
All right.
You just hop down if you want.
I probably was just gonna perch from above. Sorry, continue.
It's me.
Yeah.
Open up.
Me? What?
My wings are heavy. May I roost here?
That lame ass code phrase. And you like, you see the door start opening up slowly, like, and you
What are you
see
on
like,
about? It's the best
see-
code phrase.
you see a mechanical eye peer through, shining, and he's like, Aiden?
The one and the same. What the hell are you doing over here?
And he like grabs the side, he starts pulling it open, and as he does, I'm gonna quickly.
I don't like being in the dark with somebody messing with me. It feels like it feels
touching
awfully
you.
close to what Ellie does when we were on the ship traveling.
I'm touching you. Not touching you. Let me see. There we go. Right, I'm gonna reveal.
Ooh, this is a cool battle map.
Who knows? Maybe this is where the big battle happens.
What are you talking about? This isn't a battle map. This is somebody's home.
You can see him like peering through. It's like, it is you. And as that is happening, I can now show you what your friend looks like, which you know, technically.
Which I'm
We
remembering
don't.
technically.
This is a new freak to.
Whoa.
Oh hell yes! Zoom.
You can see that the metal jaw, the scar, and the eye are definitely new to your friend.
Sorry, what was his name again?
Ah, you I told you. Hang
It
on, I
was a
gotta go
very
in my
difficult
notes.
name.
I gotta go in my notes
Ah.
now. Let me check.
It was a very difficult name. Ilev something. Ilev, what the hell are you doing out here playing with the locals?
I can't believe it's you. Come in, quickly. Before anything else happens.
You're gonna have to open that door a bit more. We've got a big boy with us.
It's like, I noticed. Fine. And he like, pounds on the console at the side and it opens enough for you to get your vehicles in and the like as well.
Come on, Kuzon, get in here.
Change it to everybody.
I imagine just Kuzon has to like squeeze awkwardly through the open slot in the door.
There you go, you control the vehicles now and place them as you desire.
Oh, perfect.
I guess I can park them indoors, eh?
Does Kuzon just pick them up?
Lift, please.
I don't need to pick up the car, it just does what I want to do. I will pick up the motorcycle though.
You can see like this big guy is like wraps his arms around you for a moment and picks you up. And it's like, kid, you've grown up.
Don't call me kid in front of the guys. They'll lose respect for me.
Don't worry, if that
Ah.
happens, it won't be your fault. Aiden works real hard in that on his own.
What's that supposed to mean?
I see, I see. You've got a new team. I wondered what happened to everybody else.
Well, not quite. We do have our own station on Absalom. Most of the guys are still there. Well, what's left of us anyway.
Huh. I didn't expect you guys were all still together. I regained my memories like a year and a half ago.
Wait, you lost your memories?
Yeah, turns out having a building dropped on your head tends to have your head go a bit funny.
Why didn't you try to contact us if you remembered?
I did try looking, but apart from communications and searching the net, what else could I do?
Yeah,
I don't
fair
have a
point.
ship. He's like walking in, and I'm gonna have to reveal the rest of the map. One moment.
Kuzon's just gonna perch himself on the shoulder while he has the mech. He uses the remote module to make it walk, and he just rides it.
So,
lazy lizard.
so what's the deal with the locals? Why do they have it out for you?
They tried busting in here, grabbing a few of my shit. So, I blew them up. They may have gassed one of them.
Yeah, that sounds like something you'd do.
And we splattered a couple more of them across your lawn, so I don't think it's going to get much better.
That's fine. They need to be dealt with anyway.
Speaking of the locals, you wouldn't happen to know of a guy that has some cloaking tech, particularly nice set of armor, very high tech compared to the rest of these, you know, riffraff?
Describe the armor to me.
I'm gonna give him a quick description and how he used teleportation to get out of here, and his last words of he's coming back with reinforcements.
Thiveron, since you're like not that far away from Aiden, you can probably hear this as well. Would you roll me culture? This DC is particularly low for you. Do you know that sounds like the armor, including the mono eye, of a very well-known human militarist empire?
Oh, Islantes.
Yeah, you can hear the guy also mutter under his breath, barely audible for even Aiden to hear. It's like, damn, seems like they found me.
You're being pursued by the Islantes.
Yeah, well, I was a resistance fighter before I joined up with these guys. I didn't think, well, they would even care about me at this point.
If he's called for reinforcements, Aiden, I assume that more heavily armored sniper was an Islante soldier. We need to arm ourselves immediately. I've seen their raids firsthand. They are brutally efficient, and they do not stop.
It would be difficult. This is a packed world sector. I doubt they have anything of extreme... Anyway, come into my home, and out of this dusty area. You see
Well, hold on. If enemies are coming here, maybe we should converse, you know, on our ship, away from here, so that we're all safe to discuss.
I can't leave this place.
Why not?
You mean?
I'll show you. He's gonna walk up to here. He's gonna type in a few things on the door. By the way, you remember what we did here, right?
It's been a while.
Yeah, I expected as much. He's gonna open this door, but also gonna point towards just down the hall above. He's basically pointing towards like what essentially is a living place. He's like, you can find some food and some medical supplies and whatever else you need up there if you need a rest.
I'm gonna take a load off. And it's like, this baby did an excellent job of protecting me, but still got a bit shell shocked from getting hit with a rocket.
I'm gonna just reveal the top area, or hide it. Apparently, roll 20. Why? There we go.
I'll just park the bot right here, and I'll just like slide down its arm. Then.
I hope, by the way, what you see on the table and on there is all purposely placed. Like, anything around this map is all purposely placed.
Ooh.
So you do see almost looks like fresh pizza and a birthday cake.
No,
Who's celebrating?
he's gonna come up here for a second and look. It's like, oh, that was for, well, one of the team members. You see, Boss and Moana, well, they shared a birthday. I was celebrating it.
Wait, so does that mean that cake's really old, or is this Morana's birthday?
Today.
Aiden, did you remember?
I mean, kind of. It's
Well-
kind of difficult not to.
Yeah, despite we normally had a tradition that we would celebrate, you know, collect people's birthdays for each month.
It's good that you're keeping up with the traditions even out here.
Yeah, well, I thought I was alone. He says as he walks back over to the command room. Anyway, about the simulation. You know there were real people inside of it when we freed them, right?
Yeah. Some of them have actually stuck around. From what I saw, they made a small colony.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Well, from what they said, you've never been to town, so I'm assuming you had to sneak in to get some supplies.
He nods and holds up his arm, and you see his arm like go invisible for a second, and he goes back again. Yeah, well, thanks for my natural abilities. Oh, don't open that door over there. Anyway, back to the simulation. He warned you for a second before going back. It's like typing up on the screen.
That's not
When I
where
got-
you do your butchering, do you?
Huh? Oh, no, that's my food stores. Natural plants from the planet.
Ah,
They have to be practically submerged in water.
gotcha.
Hence why I don't want, water. But anyway, a few of the digi-constructs and the SRO, or NPCs as you used to call them when we were in the simulation trying to free all of them, I found out that some of them didn't escape.
Wait, there's
Not
still
enough.
people trapped in there?
Well, as I said, digi-people, I suppose you would call them. Programs for soul.
Of a digital guru.
And a
That's
meme.
something you need me to look at.
Yes, but it would be nice if you could somehow solve my issue. I mean, as Aiden knows, being in a simulation, time is a little weird. We spent months in there before, adventuring through this fantasy-like world. But once we got back here, only a few hours had passed. If you want to fix it, you may have to go into the simulation itself.
That's all well and good, but while Kuzon's working to figure this stuff out, maybe we should spend some time fortifying the area in case we get some uninvited guests.
He shakes his head. Don't worry, I've already done it. If you want to, but I don't know. I feel like I've tried to do it on my own, but it doesn't look like a single person can do it. They recognize me, but I wasn't exactly the de facto hero of the group.
Yeah, fair enough. Besides, no matter what happens, it would be good to stick together and get this solved as quick as possible.
Well, I tell you what, if you want, self-defense is here first, but then if you could somehow help these people, then I'll be, well, grateful.
Wait, is it literally a thing where it like makes your body digital?
No, you basically go in from the VR beds that he's showing you here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like a video game. Awesome.
Well, there are 5 beds. Seems like your other one is asleep in the car. Did you want to take someone else with you?
Wait, somebody's asleep in the car? Oh yeah,
Right.
Bryn. It's okay, I'll just carry her princess Tao into one of the pods, and while she's sleeping she enters VR without any explanation.
Does my high density data jack give me anything in this situation?
It would give you certain protocols inside of the simulation.
Ooh, fancy.
But yeah, don't worry, there are 6 beds. You can still take someone with you.
Are you not coming? You said you tried to do it alone, but I'm sure your expertise and your attempts at this would make you a good guide.
He shakes his head. Someone has to be here and watch over the situation. I have to be the one to pull you out after all.
Understood. Are there any risks to the people going inside, or?
Well, if you mess up too badly, their data could be erased. If you want, you could either take 2 people with you, or even that program that's currently on my screen. How did you get on there? And you see Noel's face on like the large screen over here.
I think it would be good to take Noel.
Noel, do you want to go meet some of your people? Some of your...
You can see it like thumbs up. Ellie's like, I will stay here, make sure nothing happens to the vehicles or Kuzon shell, I suppose.
Hey,
Thank you
get
for
the
the
get a piece of the cake. Enjoy, treat yourself.
She gives you a kiss on the cheek before she goes off after the cake.
Alright, let's go kill those people.
Prava's already laying in the VR bed. He's been ready.
Kuzon takes a couple of books and sits them in the chair to lift them up. And he, I'll imagine I imagine just like he kind of like bypasses some of the connections and like, you know, plugs it directly into his brain.
So, considering this tech doesn't rely on eyesight, how's this gonna work for Thiveron? Is he suddenly gonna be able to see?
I mean, the brain only Kuzon kind of goes nerd mode. It's like, since Thiveron had never relied on sight in his life, his brain never developed the neural capacity in order to have sight. So, other than through magical, non-scientific means, he's blind. Because his brain doesn't process visual stimulus.
Yes, Aiden. What are you, stupid?
I yank him by the fur. Get inside the capsule, Thiveron.
I mean, like, Kuzon's almost a brain surgeon in addition to being a... like, he literally operated on his own brain to put a machine in it.
I don't think that's a standard safety protocol.
It wasn't.
I'm sure it was very necessary.
It wasn't a sterile environment. It was with improvised tools,
It's just,
sharpened rocks.
I got gumption.
You know, the more I think about this, and then Aiden pulls the Thiveron. What are you, stupid?
Oh god.
Well, I mean, truth is, I have a lot of familiarity with it because the whole reason why I built my exocortex was because my own neurological system is shot, and I use the computing software to help compensate. I used to get seizures all the time.
Aiden tries to imagine that, and for some reason a YouTube video plays in his mind of a little lizard that's holding onto a washing machine, jiggling all over the place.
Kind of like that.
All right. As you enter, you see the machine collect around you, points attached to your head, and as soon as you do, you feel your bodies drop.
Oh my god, our AI daughter's so cute.
And so nostalgic
Sure.
for some of us.
Oh, that's
See,
amazing.
I'm so glad that you still have that picture, Ash. That's so nostalgic.
seems like she's using an avatar of some kind from the quote-unquote simulation game you're in.
Aw, Noelle, did you make that yourself? It's so pretty.
She gives like a thumbs up to that. She's like brushing itself down. You see magical letters appear as she's trying to talk. It's like, doesn't seem like we can go anywhere but this place. She like looks back, and if you look back as well, you see basically pure data past this point.
Ah, I see. It's a railroady type of game.
Typical game developers having like invisible borders.
You know, I'm sure it would have been very expensive to make an area behind us, and for no good reason. Let's see what they've actually put their work into, yeah?